Now, the New York draft riots was during the Civil War where the North lost a lot of men and they instituted a draft. Now, in this draft, you could get out of the draft if you were able to pay $300. The problem is a lot of the poor people were the people that were drafted, which were Irish immigrants in New York. New York was filled with a lot of immigrants. Also, at this time, you had a lot of Black people that had came from the South and were better skilled, more skilled, and they had a lot of the jobs at the ports. Okay. And so Irish people actually felt like they were being forced to go fight on behalf of the Negroes. So that enraged them. And it also enraged them that they were being drafted. And because they were being drafted, they now would have to lose jobs that would go to these Negroes. So they broke out in a riot and they burnt down the draft office. They burned down a lot of stores. In one scenario, they went to go burn down a business, and the man and his brother paid them off, but that didn't stop them. They went to go also burn a Black children's orphanage asylum, and authorities were able to get the 200 plus children out before it was burned. They then turned their anger towards any Black person that they found. So any Black person that was found or caught, they was beat and killed, and then they were lynched and burned. And so this went on and on for a while. Abraham Lincoln actually called in the Union troops fresh from the war to come quell this insurrection or this quote unquote riot. I call it a massacre because the only people that actually were murdered were Black people. And so after the smoke cleared, there was 112 people listed as being killed, all Black people. Well, they call it on paper the New York riots, but sometimes you'll see it called the Civil War riots. Okay, and it's all just to cover up, what actually happened, and don't get lost in all of the politics that they'll talk about. When you look this story up, they talk about a lot of stuff that was going on and what got to that point. The point is that when people started to riot and people were to the point of chaos, they turned their aggression towards Black people.